Today, we're counting down the top 7 best vintage motorcycles that will keep you feeling young in 2025. Timeless machines that deliver comfort, style, and legendary performance. Let's dive right in. 7. 1977 Yamaha XS650. The Yamaha XS650 was first introduced in 1968 as the XS1 and quickly won riders' hearts for its dependability and straightforward parallel twin design. By the late 1970s, the XS650 had firmly established itself as one of Yamaha's flagship street bikes. Not only did it help popularize mid-sized Japanese motorcycles worldwide, but it also brought tough competition to British marques known for parallel twin engines. Under the seat, the XS650 sports a 653cc air-cooled 4-stroke parallel twin producing around 50 horsepower, a figure that still feels lively on modern roads. With roughly 31.9 inches of seat height, many older riders find its stance forgiving when coming to a stop or maneuvering in traffic. The bike's design emphasizes simplicity, a tubular steel frame, a single overhead cam, and a reliable chain drive. While not stuffed with modern electronics, it boasts enough old-school charm to remind you why riding can be both thrilling and mechanical in the best way possible. Its vintage styling and straightforward engineering also attract a vibrant custom scene. Yet for senior riders seeking reliability without constant tinkering, a well-preserved or sympathetically restored XS650 is surprisingly low maintenance. With classic spoked wheels, slender body lines, and that distinctive exhaust note, it delivers a dose of timeless motorcycling freedom. Perfect for those who crave a bit of nostalgia without wrestling a heavy, high-displacement machine. 6. 1971 Honda CB754. In the late 1960s, Honda revolutionized the motorcycle world with the CB754, which many historians credit as the world's first superbike. Released to the US market in 1969, it combined a 736cc inline-4 engine, producing about 67 horsepower, an overhead camshaft, and a front disc brake. Innovations that elevated Japan's reputation for performance engineering. Overnight, the CB750 changed how riders perceived power, reliability, and affordability. By 1971, this bike had cemented its status. It not only reshaped motorcycle culture, but also set new quality benchmarks that forced established British and American manufacturers to modernize. For seniors in 2025, the appeal lies in its manageable weight and upright riding position. The seat is plush, providing extra comfort on longer rides, and the wide handlebar layout offers easy steering control. Visually, it remains iconic, a quintessential 70s UJM, Universal Japanese motorcycle, with the 4x4 exhaust and that recognizable badge on the tank. Parts availability is still relatively good because of the model's immense popularity. Many enthusiasts claim its biggest wow factor is the smooth engine note that roars gently at higher RPMs. Plus, the bike's legacy is woven into pop culture. Countless custom builders have proven that you can tune and style a CB750 in practically endless ways. For a retro ride that won't leave you stranded, the CB750 remains a timeless champion. 5. 1970 Triumph Bonneville T120. Nothing embodies classic British motorcycling more than the Triumph Bonneville. Named after Utah's famed Bonneville salt flats, this bike emerged in 1959 and reached peak popularity in the late 60s and early 70s. By 1970, the 650cc parallel twin engine produced around 46 to 50 horsepower, offering lively torque and a soundtrack steeped in rock and roll history. It was a favorite among cultural icons and speed enthusiasts alike, helping to define the cafe racer era. For senior riders today, the Bonneville T120 from this vintage era is relatively light and agile compared to bigger cruisers. Its seat height hovers near 31 inches, which is manageable for most. The telescopic fork up front and dual rear shocks provide a simple, classic suspension setup. Although not as plush as modern monoshocks, this design delivers a direct connection to the road that many purists adore. The T120's impact on motorcycle culture can't be overstated. It led to a wave of parallel twin imitators and influenced generations of Triumph's own lineup well into the 21st century. While British bikes of the era sometimes earned a reputation for oil leaks or finicky electrics, a properly maintained T120 remains remarkably dependable. The aesthetics are unmistakably vintage. polished cases, elegant tank badges, and that distinctive pea-shooter exhaust note. Owning one keeps you connected to the golden age of motorcycling, making it ideal for riders looking to pair comfort with authentic heritage. 4. 1979 Kawasaki KZ1000. When Kawasaki introduced the Z1 in the early 1970s, it stunned the world with class-leading power. The KZ1000 followed as an evolution, delivering more displacement and refined engineering. By 1979, you got a 1015cc inline-4 engine pumping out close to 90 horsepower, substantial even by today's standards. It was a favorite among police departments and daredevils alike, a testament to its robust construction and bulletproof reliability. For mature riders yearning for a bit of adrenaline without modern gadgetry, the KZ1000's broad torque band and stable handling can be surprisingly reassuring. The standard seating position, upright with mildly swept-back handlebars, makes it less punishing on the back and wrists compared to sportier bikes of that era. Its dual-shock rear and conventional front fork are straightforward to service, further adding to the KZ1000's appeal among vintage fans. Culturally, this bike captured the spirit of the late 70s, fast, unapologetic, and built with minimal frills. Known for its presence at the drag strip and in law enforcement fleets, it proved that Japanese manufacturers can master both reliability and raw power. Today, the KZ1000 is revered for its muscle bike vibe, a style that continues to inform modern naked sport bikes. With its throaty exhaust growl and commanding road stance, this Kawasaki remains a nostalgic yet formidable option for senior riders wanting a vintage machine that still packs a punch. 3. 1969 Harley-Davidson FLH Electroglide, Shovelhead. Harley-Davidson's Electroglide line dates back to the mid-1950s, and the Shovelhead engine era, 1966 to 1984, is cherished among die-hard enthusiasts. The FLH Electroglide in 1969 featured a 74 cubic inch, 1208cc V-twin generating around 60 horsepower. What set it apart was its electric start, a game changer at a time when many big twins still required a hefty kick. Seniors will appreciate the relaxed ergonomics, a low seat height, wide saddles, and a classic floorboard setup. This makes the Electroglide an easy-going mile eater on highways, while still displaying the signature rumble that made Harley an American icon. The large Batwing fairings arrived later, but even the earlier models offered wind protection for extended journeys. The Electroglide helped shape the image of the long-distance American cruiser, influencing how touring bikes were designed across the industry. It also played a prominent role in pop culture, symbolizing freedom and rebellious spirit. Admittedly, vintage Harley maintenance can be more involved than some Japanese counterparts, but the Shovelhead's design is famously straightforward to work on. The sense of connection to an American legacy is one reason many older riders keep the FLH in their stable. It's not just about the ride, it's about preserving a piece of motorcycling history that still holds its own on open roads today. 2. 1973 Moto Guzzi Eldorado 850. Italian flair meets old-school cruising in the Moto Guzzi Eldorado 850. Debuting in the early 1970s, it brought a distinctive twist to the cruiser segment with its 844cc transverse V-twin engine, producing around 64 horsepower. Compared to American V-twins of the time, the Eldorado's signature engine orientation and drive shaft layout made it a reliable, less messy option that required less chain-related upkeep. One of the biggest perks for senior riders is the Eldorado's spacious seat and floorboard positioning. The low seat, typically around 29 inches, helps keep the center of gravity user-friendly. Combined with upright handlebars, it provides a relaxed posture that's comfortable for long hauls. The large steel tank and generous fenders give it a commanding silhouette, exuding both elegance and heft on the road. Moto Guzzi's lineage dates back to 1921, and the Eldorado, along with its predecessor, the Ambassador, played a vital role in bringing European design sensibilities to the American cruiser market. It's often referred to as a gentleman's tour due to its refined styling and smooth performance. The brand's reputation for reliability and shaft drive simplicity made it a preferred choice for some police departments as well. In terms of culture, the Eldorado quietly but firmly earned its spot as a piece of motorcycling grandeur, mixing Italian craftsmanship with US-friendly ergonomics. Even in 2025, a well-kept Eldorado 850 stands out at bike gatherings, reminding everyone that classic style never truly fades. 1. 1981 Honda GL 1100 Goldwing Interstate. When Honda unveiled the first Goldwing GL 1000 in 1974, it redefined long-distance touring. By 1981, the GL 1100 Interstate took that formula further with a 1085cc flat-4 engine rated around 81 horsepower and a fully integrated fairing, windshield, and luggage system. This model practically invented the modern touring category, adding standard features that turned marathon rides into smooth excursions. The Goldwing gained fame for its silky power delivery and minimal engine vibration, crucial for mature riders who value comfort. Honda also introduced amenities like an onboard stereo system, a well-padded seat, and large saddlebags for cross-country convenience. While it's heavier than many classic bikes, the low center of gravity from the horizontally opposed engine helps balance it at stops. That stability plus a plush suspension setup makes it surprisingly manageable even for those returning to riding after a hiatus. The GL 1100 Interstate stands as a milestone in motorcycle engineering, showcasing how advanced technology, such as liquid cooling and shaft drive, could coexist with user-friendly features like self-canceling turn signals. Its cultural impact is immense. It pioneered the luxury touring segment and showed the world that motorcycles could be as comfortable as cars for long adventures. Today, the Goldwing name remains synonymous with reliability, comfort, and stress-free distance riding, ensuring the 1981 Interstate version is still a prime choice for seniors seeking a vintage machine that marries practicality with a storied heritage. That wraps up our list of the top 7 best vintage motorcycles for senior riders in 2025. Whether you crave the British elegance of a Triumph, the American rumble of a Harley, or the refined engineering of a Honda or Moto Guzzi, the timeless classics deliver comfort and nostalgia in equal measure. If you're passionate about hitting the open road on 2 wheels, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more insights into iconic motorbikes and riding tips. Ride safe, ride proud, and never stop exploring the road ahead.